Hello and welcome to HardReset's high-score shooter game tutorial in Godot. In this episode, we'll do a little introduction to our course and create our project. Let's begin! So, if you didn't watch our previous course on making a little Flappy Bird clone as a little tutorial for beginners, then this is exactly kind of same thing. It's also very beginner friendly, at least I will try to make it as beginner friendly as possible, but this time we won't be doing a Flappy Bird clone because I know that not everyone is interested in that. Instead, I will try to do something interesting, at least something more interesting, that being a little shooter game. So yeah, that is basically all for the introduction. This will be a little slow-paced, no editing style of course. So if you want to do a little code-along experience, then, well, I welcome you to the course. And with that out of the way, we can begin. So, I'm currently in my Godot engine. Of course, technically, if you don't know, you can go into your browser of choosing. You can go into godotengine.org, and you can download the latest Godot engine version on the site. It's completely free. It's very light, heavy. It's not heavy at all. So yeah, it is just doable and very good to use it. So after you've downloaded it, you should see probably something like this, and you can just hit create, and you can create a new project. I will call it the high score shooter game. Technically, I could also call it tutorial. Now we can choose the renderer. I'm going to stick with compatibility because this way we will have the ability to, for example, export it to the web, which is sometimes just not possible, which is very nice. We can leave the git as control metadata, and we can leave the location, or we can choose it via the browse, and I'm just going to hit create. Now, in our Godot game engine, there are a few things that we want to change. First of all, we want to go into our project settings, and then we want to go into our window, and by default this viewport width and viewport height is a pretty random value, so instead I will just put it as 1280 by 720, which is the default resolution. If you remember back in the day, this was an HD resolution. I'm pretty sure it's not called that anymore. And actually, we want to also change the mode from disabled to canvas items. So this way we have a nice stretching from, so our game can work on different resolutions. And basically, this is it. In the future tutorial, we'll work on creating our player, making it move, and maybe animating it. We'll see. But yeah, that's all for this episode. If you're enjoying this series, leave a comment, like the video, and as always, good luck on your game dev journey.